You
And
are
we had
muted.
Are you still muted? Can you hear us, Dave? Because we can't hear you.
Mother.
So, everybody, it's us, including Dave. Testing one,
And
two.
welcome to FigureAction, the show where you get to see all of us talking about toys. And we can have random hiccups, and the show keeps going on.
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
am
So
crystal clear on
we'll
YouTube
get
over
Dave
here.
in here.
It's awesome.
And of course, can't start anything without a couple jokes like McLaren. Silent Dave. He will return. Don't worry about that, folks. So I had a busy weekend. It was a lot of fun, but I'm still tired, man. How was your weekend?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm crazy tired. I was about to fall out. So everybody, if I randomly disappear, I fell asleep.
Oh yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm still looking fuzzy as all hell on the stream here as well. But hey, it's Thursday, it's 9 p.m. and here on FigureAction we like to say life's a thrill. So let's just go through it. While we're waiting for Dave though, T, why don't we start with you, man? What did you get this week?
I didn't get jack shit, but I opened this Target 2-pack right here already, and I reviewed these two together. Yay, they're buddies. Look.
Oh. Very cool.
And yeah, but I guess while we're waiting for technical difficulties, we can shout out some people in the audience.
Absolutely.
I'd
Let's
love to
see.
shout out if people could hear me.
We can hear
Hey,
you
we
now.
can hear you now though.
Oh, now you can hear me. I literally asked you guys 3 times before the show started if you could hear me on the mic, by the way.
Oh, we could until the show started. Then we couldn't.
Well,
As soon as that video was over, you were muted.
yep. But we can hear you now. So
Good.
why don't you showcase what you got this week, man?
Showcasing it literally, I hadn't gotten anything until literally today. When Hasbro decided to drop off 2 boxes, 2 oversized boxes, 2 boxes that should not have been used because the look on my wife's face is when these 2 large boxes showed up. And I'm sitting there going like, holy crap, how much did I buy? And all I got were 2 items. One, I got my Snake Eyes and Polar Bear,
Excellent.
which is probably my only mass device purchase. And no, I got the Breaker. All right, so I got 2 mass
Yeah,
device
it's a good
things.
breaker.
Yeah, I got Breaker, so I'm not getting this. I'm not getting the scuba guys. I can't. And then I also got my little base, which I'm half excited for. I've heard it's like depending on who I talk to. I've heard cool things about it. I've heard not so good things about it. So I'm excited to form my own personal opinion about it.
It's a little heavier than I expected.
That's what I'm saying. It's I kept saying that this actually, in some ways, this is what the HasLab should be, where like to actually build us a base, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how it goes. I did pass on the Joe version of this because, like I said, I'm done with those Steel Brigade things, so they broke my compulsion of buying all the numbers. So, but those are my 2 new purchases. I did finally open up this week, though, my other shark, Arthur, and so I've got 1 more shark to go. And let me tell you, I love my sharks. I love my sharks. Do.
His name is Arthur?
Wine glass with his pinky out.
Oh, wait, Dave, you're muting again. Oh no, right when you were singing. I'm so sorry, Dave. We'll get back to you.
Oh, do I need to redo my mic? Okay, hold on.
No. I was joking. And we lost him.
Well, what did you get?
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
we never stopped hearing you. He was joking.
We never.
Oh.
Yeah. We just like to pull your chain.
But he looks like he sounds like this.
I like this shark. Like this shark.
Oh no, he's muting again.
Seriously. Review is on my channel live. He's got his pinky out. So. But those are my purchases.
Very cool.
So, I guess I know T-Man was talking about his stuff. Mike, did we see what you got this week?
No, I was letting you guys fill the air with everything. But I guess I
So
did
Mike,
pick up a couple
how you
things.
doing? What'd you get this week?
Like I was saying before, man, I'm still beat from this past weekend. Beaten physically, mentally, and financially. Yeah. But pickups. Yeah, Toy Tuber Expo is really cool, and I picked up a couple things, but I will start with stuff from our lovely Hasbro Pulse people. I too got my little Trench Viper Porta-Johns. I was surprised to get those because I didn't get a tracking or a warning saying, hey, they're going to be shipping soon. I just got the PayPal invoice. I was like, oh, what the hell is this? I don't know if I showed this last week or not, but yeah, Snake Eyes and Polar Bear are in the house as well, which, they're cool. But
That's a heavy bear.
It is. Well, both these packages are actually quite substantial from handling the claw about a week or two ago. But then, this weekend was Toy Tuber Expo, and long story short, Four Horsemen Series 6, I got pretty much most everything. Highlights, Thoracic, the first Risen. He's really badass. He's got this really cool banner that he comes with. So, and it's actually really nice material. But so far, the showcase for the All-Star 6 is one of the hardest ones apparently to get unless you were at the booth this weekend. But Sir Enoch is fantastic. His looks are awesome. He definitely reminds me of like Sir Ben Kingsley, but this riding cloak feels amazing, and it's wired all the way through. It is really a cool work of art.
He looks like he's gonna judge on what chalice you pick.
He could. Yes,
does he run the library?
I don't know why the video compression when I go big goes to crap.
That's what you said.
I don't know. I'm on my phone this week, so it should be clear. At least it looks clear here. Anywho, what else came up?
Does Sir Enoch run the library?
Only when he travels up to Baltimore. But showcasing Toy Tuber stuff, I did pick up a little diorama accessory. This is from Lone Wolf Labs. So it's really cool, nicely painted and such. From Duarte Studios, I picked up his exclusive, the Crash Kit. So I actually am going to be cleaning up from my other purchase video and starting to work on this, but it's pretty badass. But the second coolest figure that I picked up over the weekend was, of course, the early exclusive of the Valaverse Infantry Commando 2.0. I went through and knocked out my thoughts on him and published that on the channel. It's pretty good. Again, it's some of the stuff we're used to, but the new pieces and parts are pretty nice. The main thing I'm going to probably do with this is put a dry brush or a wash on the boots and gloves because they are bright and shiny tan, and It does distract from the rest of the figure. Unfortunately, it does kind of give it that like unfinished look per se. But tolerances are really nice. The head sculpts, I said in my impressions video, and hopefully when people get it in hand, the heads look a little large proportionally. I mean, it works, but when you swap out with some older heads, you can definitely see the difference. And the accessories that come with this, especially the helmet, won't sit on older figures. Shout out to Tim Taser. He was able to get one of the chase heads, or with chase figures with the multicam Steel Brigade head. Looks awesome. But yeah, we'll talk more about it tonight as time goes along. But I almost forgot one thing, and I had to shout out to not only RG but to Quentin J. Bedwell. But they found my other Biker Mice from Mars motorcycle that I really wanted. I think he got it for $15 on clearance at Walmart. So he shipped that up to me with a bunch of other stuff. So Quentin, thank you. It was too much to begin with. But he challenged me because I haven't done any crafting or things like that. He's like, I'm going to send you something and I want you to make something cool out of it. So I got to think, because I was given a toilet taxi. Yeah. So I got to think about it. Thankfully, I wasn't given a timeline, because you know how great I am with that. But that's, I mean, a bunch of other stuff. He gave me a McFarlane Eradicator figure loose. So I got plenty of stuff. In fact, I think I'm good with buying things until ToyTuber. Or not ToyTuber, good lord. ToyCon New Jersey in September. So that's my wrap on things. But on with the show.
Send me things at your own risk. They might not get shown.
Well, first of all, we definitely have a lot of cool things to talk about. I did star this because I'm not sure how many people got shouted out here, but with Thor Anacostia, we are going to be talking about. Oops, sorry, someone just fell. Sorry about that. But we are going to be talking about the Maximum Deadpool. But he was asking about the little green guy that comes with it, and I want to go ahead and address that for him before we forget about it. And that, sir, is actually a throwback to the Marvel Legends Series 6 Deadpool figure, which actually came with one of those. His name is Doop. He was in the Mike Milligan X-Force run. And I don't know why they packaged him with Deadpool, to be honest, because Deadpool had nothing to do with that book. But this is an homage to that Series 6 Deadpool, which was like, you know, for a while, the Deadpool to get. So just wanted to answer that question for him.
Then that next one was the Deadpool to get the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure with.
Right. And that was we hadn't had a Deadpool until that one. So, because I am that kind of geek on things. And what is up, Abby? Good to see you. Gotta check him out tomorrow night. He is going to have an industry great on his show. We can't say what company it's from, but I will say it involves a whole lot of wrestling figures. So if you're a wrestling fan, check out Figure Fight Club tomorrow.
Mateo?
Mike,
we
something
didn't
with it,
the
new Maximum Green guy. Yes, well, that's what we just talked about there. So, Titan, we'll talk about that. I promise you. So,
yeah, let's get through that news first.
So let's go ahead and talk some Transformers. We do have. We should go ahead and start off with third-party news. The Ocular Max Stray Alternative in hand. Now, I don't have any of this mold, I believe, but I always wanted this because I always like the concept of the character drift. Probably one of the few one of the cool IDW concepts that got brought from the comic and brought into the true continuity. I remember all the old memes of Drift had been there the whole time, which I thought was kind of funny back in the day. And this figure here is an homage to the television show Initial D, which was another good the anime show about drift racing. I think Paik did the showcase of this the other night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yesterday.
think you're right.
Yeah.
It was last night.
So if you want to see some handles on there, go check out Paik for Life. Let him know that True Starscreamer sent you, because he's gonna be like, "Who the hell's that guy? I haven't talked to him in years."
Or you can wait for me because I pre-ordered this.
Oh, you can do that too. Which I answer that question then. So you're getting him.
Yes, I wanted this version, not the first version that didn't match up what he did have looked like. I'm used to the Japanese characters and all that written all over his body.
So it looks pretty badass. I wouldn't mind having this in my collection, even just as a standalone figure, because I always liked how MMC does their work, plain and simple.
And I think it's random whether you get the red windshield or clear.
That would explain why it's a chase figure, because I fucking hate chase figures, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope I get this. It'll be nice if Toy Jojo knows already and sends it to me.
I always think it just adds. I mean, there's enough drama to collecting already, which we'll talk about that later. But it's like, let's throw an extra layer of anticipation and angst to it all. I mean, I remember years ago when I ordered a McFarlane Red Hood figure, and I ended up getting the Chase version, which was at the time the unpainted one, and I'm like, I didn't even want that. So, taking over the hobby is the Blokees, which
Blokees.
Blokees. I don't care. I like them. I dig them, and I may end up buying this box because damn, they got some good stuff here.
It's a cool wave, man.
This Metroplex looks awesome.
But with that little Optimus look like.
Yes. And then they got you get the Arc Unicron's head.
Mm-hmm.
And that one I dig. Unless that's a custom.
Yeah. Did you see this does have a chase figure as well?
Oh, these have chase figures. I know that might actually be the chase figure. Actually, I wonder if that's the chase figure.
Well, the one picture you had there's an item that you can get, Unicron's head. There's also going to be a clear one as well.
Yes, I see that in the background right there.
Yeah. So everyone's doing the chase thing, guys.
I love the Hot Rod.
Yeah.
And we got Sludge and the Shark. I think I will say of this wave here, I like the Optimus. Optimus looks good, but Shrapnel looks amazing. The Sharkticon looks great. Blitzwing looks fantastic. And then they did have the Devastator up for pre-order, on display. And I love how it's got the they put the googly eyes. So it is kind of a dick move that you have to try to import the parts to make Devastator.
It's cheap. I was shocked. It's like $5.99 for the parts.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if that's before shipping.
I don't know, but just you were hitting the nail on the head there with Dave. With Blokees is starting to populate across the collecting fandom. Even those that aren't huge Transformer fans, you see them talking about sitting around and putting together a bunch of these little figures.
I've put together a couple. I want to get that Soundwave. The Soundwave looks up the larger Soundwave. It's like $50, I think. I do want that. The blind box thing kind of annoys me a little, but I also like the fact that they're branching to other franchises. I mean, I don't do, T-Man's showcased the Saint Seiya figures, and I used to be a huge Kamen Rider fan, so I might want to pick up a couple of those.
And they were doing things like Sesame Street and
Pokemon. I mean, they got
more
Pokemon.
licenses.
It's picking up what I think a lot of people have outgrown Funko Pops. This is absolutely hitting that dopamine rush for them, which, yeah, Pops are dead.
I don't even know why they were so huge.
I don't know, but they're going to be right next to your mother and grandmother's Beanie Baby collection that they thought was going to be worth so much.
The vintage, the used store I go to, they have big signs now saying we are no longer buying Funkos. So
the first one I got, I thought they were all like bobbleheads or had some type of articulation. I got Voltron and it was just like a poorly painted statue. And I was like, the head doesn't rotate? I was like, oh boy, that's boring.
Well, you got off easy there. I'm sure some people had the same sentiment when they got the Super 7 one. Ooh, sorry, too soon?
Oopsie. I just don't know what my wife's going to do since she was getting certain TV shows and stuff. But, oh, that's right. She's got a dragon to worry about now. Never mind.
You can get updaters.
This is pretty badass. I did not watch Transformers 1, but I do like a lot of the designs. But here we have the Megatronus. And since Hasbro's probably not going to make a figure of this, this is a great way of getting some opposable representation of him. And yeah, he looks badass. They're
going to find a reason to make it. Might be some years, but he's going to be in a studio series, I bet you.
Right. And I'm still in awe, Dave. You said you have not seen Transformers 1 yet?
No, I have not. It's hard for me to put the time into seeing movies. It really is.
Okay.
I mean, just because if I'm not at work, I'm passing out of sleep. When I have a day off, they still call me into work. So
some of these characters only were shown briefly, but I don't even remember him looking like this.
Well, because the only time you really saw Megatronus was when he was a head covered in moss during the movie. And then during the flashback, they might have had some parts of him moving around, but they didn't really call it out, per se.
So if they're going to make a toy out of this, they'd probably I would hazard they probably remold Sentinel.
Yeah, because they never really said what his alt mode was supposed to be. So
it looks like a jet, but I think he should probably be bigger than Sentinel.
Yes, he should be one of the largest of the 13.
Well, there you go.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm just saying I could see Hasbro remolding Sentinel into this.
Yeah, but that means they'd have to still love Transformers 1, but media-wise, they're not.
It'll be like a Pulse exclusive. But it does look good. It does look good.
I like that his weapon looks like the one that comes with Age of the Prime.
I just think it just looks good. Again, I haven't picked up many of from the Transform ones. I might pick this one up just because, again, that's like Decepticon. He just looks like well, that is the inspiration for all Decepticons right there. Sorry, that shark's been falling. I didn't want the shark to fall again. Okay. This is one of those because I want to know who asked for this.
Oh, it's so cute.
I have no... What the hell is this? Moko Mega?
I think it's some Japanese thing.
Yeah.
I gathered that part.
The bear part, but I guess they're crossing over with Transformer.
but it's like a Megazord.
That's kind of neat, though. Is Megatron a panda?
Yeah,
looks like
no,
a person
Megatron's
almost.
Megatron looks like a Professor Peabody type character.
Yeah, he has a tie and everything. Bumblebee has a duck.
Hey, but you know what? That's creative. That's something at least. You know, it's not. I don't know. The real question is, since it's a Prime, will Jordan buy it? The world may never know.
There you go, There you go, Titan. Best looking Bumblebee in years. Now, I have not been excited about. I'm not usually big on the add-on kits. This has to be in my opinion, one of the most innovative, imaginative add-on kits DNA Squared has done yet. I love everything about this. I'm almost tempted to track down myself an animated Motormaster for this. Just a really good. I mean, I know they have the DK56, the previous one, which was okay, but I love this Menasor inspired paint scheme. Even the trailer part looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I know they did the Stunticons as like a BotCon exclusive or a TFCon exclusive. I would have loved to have seen this in the show, to be honest.
I would have loved several more episodes of that show.
Well, that too, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I like that it's just Menasor inspired power armor. It works.
Now, the one thing I do wish they added to this is like some type of chest plate to make his chest look different.
Or like an homage to the car that would go on his chest. And maybe some, I guess for me, some kind of like crotch skirt, you know. Well, he's got a little bit. That's, I guess, it's more of a butt plate. But I dig this a lot.
Yeah, I like both of them. Both of them.
Does look good.
It looks very good. And when I saw that on Big Bad Toy Store, it made me smile. More. I know we've talked about this before. We've got more pictures of the Macross Transformer crossover. We actually have a little video for it.
They had the official video they uploaded and put out.
I'm gonna mute this because I do not want to get hit for the music on here, because especially Bandai is very big on their music.
Transformer.
Macross 7 was a little goofy for me because the idea of controlling your plane with a guitar I thought was kind of stupid. I loved Macross. I loved Macross Plus, but then things got a little silly for me.
May I remind you, we had a Texan in space who controlled his plane with a guitar called the Mirage. And his name was Bluegrass.
Didn't say I like that. Just this Durwalk is so weird.
You don't like Silverhawks?
I like Silverhawks. I thought Bluegrass was just kind of goofy.
Oh, yeah. It was a little hokey.
Not as crazy as Hot Wing, but that's a whole different conversation.
Now, I will say, watching this this animation where they're showing the different modes and transforming and stuff, it is really coolly engineered. I applaud them for it. I mean, I have no affiliation or thoughts or anything with this guy, but as a toy, it's pretty cool.
The part with the jet combined with the trailer reminds me of, there was an old TV show in the late 80s called The Highwayman, where
I think I remember
he had a semi truck that had a helicopter that would come out of that could actually pop out of
Yep.
it. It reminded me of that.
Good recall.
Yeah, I like this, but the price is higher
That
than I
price,
want to pay.
that price is crazy.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was, but it was more than I want to pay.
I go hit. Well, if we go to our favorite big bad toy store,
I can't tell. I'm looking. I don't think this thing is all that big.
Yeah. I forget what the dimensions when they first brought it up. But
$199, $200.
It looks like a Voyager class.
yes, I think that's what I was getting ready to go to that size. But $200 for it. Yeah.
And of course, hit your toy stores, everybody. We've Studio Series Wave 29 has been spotted. So that means
And
there's a
that's
chance
what
complete your
figures are in
Devastator.
that wave?
I mean, I know you've got the Transformers Alita one. You've got that concept from the last, not the last night. The Transformer, the concept Evil Bumblebee.
Age of
Female Evil Bumblebee.
Extinction. Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction, yes.
Widow.
Basically,
Widow.
yeah. In Age of Extinction, Stinger was the evil Bumblebee. They were actually going to do a female version instead, which I thought that'd be kind of cool either way. But of course, since that is a Michael Bay movie, any character that you think is cool usually ends up dying like a punk. And Stinger died like a punk.
Yeah.
They still got a Bumblebee in there, so I haven't seen that retro card Bumblebee in forever. It's just years and years and more years.
But I think the big thing for this Studio Series is it's the last two Constructicons. So that was actually a very quick turnover, honestly, for Devastator. I mean, when did Scrapper first come out? 3 months ago?
Yeah, I feel like it.
So now all 6 are out, right? Because I know we had the 2-pack with Long Haul and Hook.
Mm-hmm. I've come across that a few times.
Mixmaster is the wave after this, but he's already been spotted.
Oh, okay.
That should be Scavenger in that box.
Yes, that is Scavenger.
Is the wave that's coming out next, is that the one that has the sea spray figure as well?
No, that's a retro card.
Oh, okay.
Not sure that's a really spot.
It's a good year. I mean, if you've been a solid Transformers fan, you've been getting a lot of good stuff. I mean, you got your aerial bots, you've got your Studio Series, you've got your Devastator coming out. It's been a nice way to really upgrade your collection. Except for that Prime, apparently looks like is a piece of junk. I've heard.
That's what the next wave is. Mixmaster and the last 2 aerial bots.
Okay.
That would make sense.
No, I agree. It sounds like, with everything this year was Transformers. They've been consistent, which is
that Perceptor looked really well done. Checking in on the HasLab.
Yeah.
Okay, now I don't think I've heard anybody excited about this thing. So we got 18 days, and they're just under 50%.
I honestly haven't heard anything about this or any updates since it was announced at SDCC. So, and I'm not sure that number of backers has moved much at all, or forward or backwards, really.
If they're doing like the G.I. Joe, the Snowcat, they didn't do any backup or follow-up advertisements after they announced it. It's like they just left it. But this is expensive as crap for what you're getting.
Let's put it this way. I'm going on eBay right now. So this thing is going for $450. Yes, you have a display stand. Yes, you get 2 clone troopers. You've got the little gun pods here, which is kind of cool. And of course, you got places to put all your troops and more wing gun pods, and you know it's a good size.
Is it as big as the Rattler? I don't think so.
I want to say it's as wide as that.
If you want to get yourself the vintage, God, it's 2002. I don't want to say vintage. If you want to get yourself the original one, you can get it for $200. I'm not saying I would spend $200 on this, but you could still get the original for less than half of it.
Yeah. I think this suffers from, like you're saying, with the Hasbro HasLab and the original intent. It's something that should be iconic and worth the extra love, kind of like the last successful one, which was the Ghost. And I take that back. It wasn't the last one because they had the Tatooine Cantina playset,
which.
Go ahead.
I actually like that. You see, the Tatooine playset is actually right up there with the original Jabba skiff, as in that's a display to put all your shit on.
You're right. And this is just a Clone War carrier. I don't know. I think it's going to hit because the price, the fact that it was dropped the same time as people were talking about the Snowcat and paying that price. Yeah.
This costs more than the Snowcat.
It does.
Yeah.
And I think that's what its downfall is going to be.
This costs more than the Snowcat, and
it's not even
that's
112.
Kind of cool with the bullets on here, and you get 2 troopers, you get some stickers, and you can get 3 Jedi.
Yeah.
Which are retro scale.
It's at what, 3,600 right now? Can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it breaks 4K, then I'll be surprised. But I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to make that 8,000 backer mark. I could be wrong because I was saying, when we were looking at the Snowcat and watching it struggle, that it might be a challenge. But
I don't collect these, so maybe those Jedi are important to somebody. But to me, something like this should be in a regular store for $80.
This doesn't even come with patches or sausages, so.
Yep.
Which I gotta say,
damn fighters.
I like
no
patches. Honestly, after when I opened mine up, I liked how they had the patches and all the symbols were oriented with it. I'm just saying it worked. It worked for me.
Yeah. And it doesn't come with its own rock band either.
Could you imagine if they did an AT-AT, for example?
It would be awesome.
Which, even if you weren't collecting retro, how cool would it be to have an AT-AT next to your computer? I'm just like, in some ways, I don't think it would have been as bad with the at $415. You could have done an AT-AT, have the 4 legs, you snap them on the sides, have them make them ratcheted.
Yeah.
I feel like something like that would just be like a. I feel like something like that should be the same price as a Titan class Transformer.
But what I'm going is that's something like that though would have had a little more heartbeat to it than this.
We should probably get up. None of us buying this.
Oh yeah, no, we're all good. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna laugh. If it goes through, I'm happy for you. If it doesn't go through, I am not going to be surprised. I probably will maybe. I don't even know if we should look at this next week unless we're just morbidly curious. Just saying. Looks like though we are we are going to be getting the police officer finally.
Yeah.
We're going to get the pre-order for him.
Who's showing this?
This is on Statoverse, and I saw this also on 3POA.
Yeah. It was up on Toy News, but then I tried looking up the link and couldn't find it. So, but yeah, this is the updated promo shots, including an actual packaging. So we're getting closer, and apparently, we should probably see pre-orders opening up maybe by the end of this month or beginning of September.
I'm just cracking up because I'm just realizing how much of that is on Law from Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that the same rate? Isn't that the same vest?
I have to go look closer and see, possibly.
I just find that kind of amusing that he's got the vest. Of course, those are the cuffs that he had. So, I mean, it's easily worth picking up two of these guys just when you use both head sculpts,
Agree. So just waiting for the pre-order date.
We've got a cup. I know you've got what you've got next on the list. Well, actually, we don't have it. You don't have a link to here, but apparently a lot of people are getting notices that unfortunately their crystal balls are getting canceled, and I feel really sorry for them.
Yeah, I didn't see an actual link, but this is more from conversations that I had, including from a friend of ours, Paul Hughes, who's usually on the Unboxing Art State of the Art stream. His crystal ball was canceled, and there have been others, of course, announcing that it was canceled on Facebook groups. It's an unfortunate thing. I mean, thankfully, the one I had originally pre-ordered before I found some in the wild was delivered. But yeah, it's still one of those things. Like I don't understand. You have an idea for pre-orders. You have people that put money, especially Walmart, because you pay for it at that time.
Well played, Titan.
Yes. Played. So
Walmart has dropped the ball, folks.
Yeah. So hopefully people who had it canceled can find one somewhere without paying double or triple the price.
Paisano, you're right. Again, as someone who's been I hate saying the word victim, as someone who's been subjected to it with my retro card Venom, which I'm still never going to forgive Walmart for. I know it's just a toy, but it still pissed me off.
Yeah.
I would say this, guys. If you're out in the field and you see a crystal ball figure, yes, pick it up. Even if you're not collecting it, pick it up. No, do not. I would not scalp it, but I would absolutely recommend, if you're in Facebook groups, offer to mule it for somebody who had theirs canceled. Or yes, use it as trade bait.
Absolutely.
If you see that big ass display and you see one or two crystal balls there, yes, I would pick one up. At least pick one up and go to your trick. I'm sure it's better to pick your balls up in pairs, but still, it's a whole different conversation. It's between you and your physician.
Well, you just mentioned the display, so I didn't know if I saw T starting to twitch or not. So
I was. I'm hoping, since they are doing that display, that they actually produced a lot of these, and they hope to keep putting it in that display that I have never seen.
How much would it suck though if you see a store that has that display and it has a single crystal ball figure in the display, but never actually shows up on the shelf, and you just want to be like, "I want it in the glass."
That has happened with stuff at Toys R Us for me when they had their displays.
I'm just waiting to see the article showing that the Walmart displays have been vandalized and figures that were highly sought after are gone.
It will happen.
Oh, it'll happen. We're going to talk a little bit of some Marvel Legends. I'm going to hold off on our maximum conversation, though.
Cool.
Because why go straight to the good stuff? We can have a little foreplay. We have the Marvel X-Men 97 Wolverine and Storm 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, you get all these lightning effects for Storm. She is ripped, she is pinless, and she has goddamn heels, which I... And then we get ourselves a yellow-suited Wolverine, which I got mine in the Secret Wars, so I think I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this probably means we're going to see this costume next season.
We already saw that at the end of season 1.
Though, again, I do like the idea of Storm coming with these lightning effects. If you already have an Electro, that means you already have them. And I kind of give points for Hasbro for doing the 2 different capes. I hate these solid plastic capes, especially with high heels. I just see this thing falling off my shelf.
Oh, I think the good part is they probably had enough practice with a softer cape with their 2 releases of Banshee. So hopefully the yellow is actually printed on both sides this time.
Fair.
I think both of those capes are hard.
No, both of these are hard capes. I'm lamenting that they're hard capes because since they're hard capes, combined with the high heels, she'll be falling off the shelf.
High heels and no boot swivel.
What could go wrong?
What you need to do is buy a figure stand that she should have also come with, because she's supposed to be flying anyway.
True.
Now, I will say those Hasbro stands are good. That's actually one of my favorite accessories, and it still annoys me that they don't utilize them more.
We cost too much. They were nice to us the first time. Huh?
You get 3 for like $15.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I guess not. Because I know they pretty much threw it in for free with that Black Widow.
Yeah. Again, we get the Cyclops Phoenix 2-pack is coming up.
Yeah, spoiler alert, at the end of X-Men 97, all of them changed to these retro outfits.
Yep. So this will be our third Cyclops.
I mean, we actually had a version of this, a similar version of this come out previously of this costume, but I don't think it was using the Vulcan body, nor did it have this effect. That's a money, again, my favorite words, that's a money shot for me. That is exactly the cover right there.
That's with the belt hanging down, making it look like he has a banana hammock on.
Listen, that still looks better than what's going on with that figure art Cyclops coming out.
Yeah.
So, again, high heels, no boot swivel. Painted on boots.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with this look enough. This is awesome, though. I have to applaud the photographer for this. I have not tried that with my other Cyclops that I have that came with this effect part. That is pretty damn cool.
You got to play with your Cyclops, man.
Oh, I know. And of course, later next week, we get our Maximum Deadpool.
Oh, before you started on that, one other item, and I forgot to put that in, but I think I mentioned in the list was, I think Dan Yoon on his X was talking about all these pre-orders, and he also mentioned that the second made to order pre-order, which was the X-Men 97 Sentinels, that's supposed to come out, I think, in 2 months, has now been pushed to January. So you got a little more time to save up the $100 and some, I think each one was.
That's actually a good thing, I think, since the Dragon Man came early. So
yeah.
So there are some. There's. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is a great looking Deadpool. Period. You know, the colors are vibrant. We've got some awesome weapons here. We mentioned before he's coming with Dupe, which again, this is again a throwback to the original Series 6 Deadpool.
Hmm.
He's barely opposable. Now, Doop and Deadpool never have met in the comics. I just want to point that out.
Hmm.
This gun...
Right here. Yeah.
Now, that gun look. I said we put such a. This gun looks bent. I'm sorry.
That's a G.I. Joe classified gun. I think
So the gun is bent.
with low light.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, what? No, that's
No,
not
I think
one
it's
with
with
that's rock and roll.
Tunnel Rat.
Yeah, it came with Rock and Roll and Tunnel Rat, but that
Mhm.
would explain why it's bent. You get the fist, you get the weapon, you get the blade holding hands, you get the trigger fingers, you get the point, you get some weapon effects, you get the half mask. We get 3 guns, and we get the little static dupe here.
You get the chimichanga and the dynamite down there.
Yes. But Deadpool, Juggernaut, figure.
What are your
Did you
thoughts
get
on that?
that one? It was a couple more poses that really made me want it. Like he had a pose where he was like swinging the swords with his legs out, and then 2 where he was standing on his tippy toes.
Oh no! We've got more poses here to talk about here. I'm just looking at everything that he comes with. Now this is basically a retro version, the equivalent of the retro body for Deadpool. You get your toe joint. We get the ball peg torso, which I absolutely love. We get some great paint here, for the buckles on his uniform. We're seeing the rivets on here. But I'm gonna say it. I'm not seeing $50 here. Like, this pose is fantastic. This is that again. There's my money shot right there. He's using we've seen these swords before. That came with the Liefeld version of Deadpool. I think I would have wanted, 2 scabbards, both these big daggers and katanas, for example.
Yeah, this pose right here. That's
Yeah.
what I really
That's
like
a great
that.
pose. Again, this looks like a great figure. I just don't see $50. I see a $35 figure. I see a $40. I would pay $40. I would pay $40 for that.
Yeah, it's the same as Spider-Man, so I'm not even going to argue about it. Both of them should have been $40 at the most. This picture, I like this picture.
It's a good picture.
If you go back to the one that shows the breakout of everything, are the double scabbard in the back? Do they actually have openings for the sword, or is it one of those that has has the scabbard sculpted in?
They're definitely going to have the swords go into the scabbard.
I'm just wondering because I know there was a version or
let's go to that picture of him holding. You see, there they are in the scabbard right here.
Right. But I just know if there's a picture that shows, or without me looking through these again, where he's holding the katanas, and you can actually see that there was nothing in the scabbards.
Go back to that picture that I said was not the other direction. The one where he's actually holding both swords.
Oh, there we go.
You mean like that, Mike?
Oh, there you go. All right. Thank you. Clarify
Nah,
that.
if they did that, if they made him permanent, I would be blown away.
Hey, they've also produced him with sculpted in pistols and no actual pistols from to hold too. So
No, those guns, those pistols were removable. You just had to
Do it yourself.
pray you didn't break them.
right.
I actually was able to do that, so I was very thankful for that.
Well, this would be awesome for people who haven't been collecting for a million years like us.
Yes.
They could just buy this and be done with it.
Agreed.
But
I mean, this is another mix, kind of like Hulk. It's a mix of old skull parts and new in regards to like the toes and I'm sure the hips will allow him to kick all the way up and around. At least I hope so.
I'm thinking this body is all. We'll find out when they do a review. I mean, do
Yeah, most of the articulation
video.
is the same as like the Hydra Bob 2-pack. Only that version of him was very smooth and comic-y. I mean, this one's definitely a lot more detailed. So
that one had a diaphragm with the inverted ab crunch.
I don't know if it had the inverted ab crunch. I think it did have the diaphragm from with a quick look I did earlier today. But I know that version also had its own kind of toe articulation. So
I'm gonna be that guy. With the exception of the big green guy, the Dynamite, and the Chimichanga, I pretty much have almost the same amount of stuff that came with the Crimson Shadow Praetorian. He's got 2 machine guns, 1 pistol, the giant blade, all the hands. He also has the energy shields, the effect parts to it all. And this was what, $30?
It was 40. You're saying 40. The Fury?
No,
I'm sorry. No, yeah, that's $30.
I'm talking about the regular Praetorian.
$30.
And no licensing.
Yep.
But
yes, they are getting over on this. It should be $35 or $40 max.
And that's the part I'm blatantly being that guy, but at least I had hard evidence here.
Yep.
Yeah, because I know it's been a few years now, so we can't talk about it since inflation and all that. But that white seat Black Widow that came with the stand and blast effects was $30.
Yeah.
And she came with a lot of stuff. Several hands, blast effects for the guns.
I mean, as I said, people are gonna buy it.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna buy it. For whatever reason, sometimes I see something and my brain is like, the price. But other stuff is like, I want it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if I see a store that's on Shopify that has it, and I can use some of my Shopify cash to absorb some of the brunt because I just spent too much damn money on Shopify sites for other things like Valorverse and Savage Crucible and such. Seriously, look at your Shopify bucks, kids. It'll absorb a lot of things.
That's true. At the minimum, it would cover some of the shipping costs.
So, I mean, the MCU Deadpool is a fantastic figure. I was trying to pull up a picture of the original Deadpool.
The original Marvel Legends.
Yeah, the first one. Here it is. Found one right here. So just to bring us over here. Now, no, you don't get the hands, but you get your 2 guns, your 2 katanas, 2 heads, a taco.
Technically, that boxing glove is removable from the rocket launcher.
Technically, yes. But I mean, I remember when this came out, and he could put all this stuff on his back too. So, and even on a scalper price, it's $30.
Yeah, I still have that. That was going to be my be-all, end-all Deadpool, and I think I
remember that figure came out. I was so happy to have that. I was so thrilled to have that.
And truthfully, the main thing wrong with it nowadays is pins.
Pins joints, yeah. So yes, you get the pinless joints here, and you get again the Deadpool equivalent of the retro body of the Spider-Man retro, not the retro body, but of a Spider-Man body. So
I'm assuming it has drop down hips, but it should be smoothly articulated to articulate better than that.
I don't think those are drop down hips. Forgive me. I'm about to zoom in on his crotch, but those are not drop down hips. Those are T hips.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know we're looking at way too much money shot of Deadpool here, but you see what I'm talking about?
Deadpool. It's to be expected. I'll be angry to get this and find out that it doesn't have boot swivel.
I think that other pose you like showcases the boot swivel. Or not. Huh.
I can't tell whether they're being clever.
Well, I mean, that looks like that should be a boot cut right there.
Yeah. They do that all the There are several figures that should have a boot cut, and then you find out it's not there.
I think that's a boot cut right here because the shin guard is no longer lined up with the kneecap right here.
Yeah. Good. Goody goody gumdrops, but that's the pose that makes me want it.
Cool.
And that big pickle will be in the box forever.
So, I've got last year one of my figures that I didn't care for were the loose collector werewolves. I was actually very mad. I actually pre-ordered this guy. This is the Crypt Skookum. So basically, it's like a demonic Sasquatch or evil Bigfoot. This thing is going to have 34 points of articulation, 10 inches tall, 2 heads, 2 fists, 2 open hands. So three sets of hands. And I'm taking the chance on it all over again. I mean, I picked up.
When does it come out?
I picked up the loose collector. I've got the La Muerta, but then I also got the Image Comics guys, and those Image Comics figures were actually really, really well done. And I've got the Burning Hammer figures on pre-order, and I'm hearing very good things on those. So I'm like, okay, I'm taking another chance on this guy.
It looks good. I allow it.
You want to borrow mine?
I don't know.
What about you, Mike?
Well, I won't lie and say I didn't utilize a pre-order, don't put money down now on it, just to get that hit and say, oh, there's another pre-order. It is very interesting looking, and it's going to be, let's say 10 inches, so it's going to be the same size as Dragon Man and such. If I actually pull the trigger and get it, though, I'm not sure yet. So, but, I mean, it's the third one of the trifecta there. Like I said, there's a Yeti. So, and then Bigfoot. But,
I love this pose on the Bigfoot. I have to say this. I had to go straight to this.
Yeah. And I think Shark just reemphasized what you said and what I was thinking too. It's the tolerances that sometimes come into question. So
that's the thing. The werewolves, they have no tolerance whatsoever. It's like watching my manager at work try to eat a Taco Bell taco, and she still complains about the spice. She has no tolerance whatsoever. That joke could have gotten a lot worse, and it could have gotten me canceled, so I didn't go any of those directions.
Yeah.
And whatever was going on with my La Muerta when her arm just fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got this. I put money down on this. I have this guy on order, and that is the Arkham style Deathstroke. I have the Batman on pre-order as well, and this looks absolutely amazing.
Very cool. And good night, Mariano. Thank you for hitting like, and hopefully everyone else is doing the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
As well
yes.
as sharing
I
and
did it a long time ago.
I need to start saying that more often. We need to put one of those little polls at the beginning of the show, kind of like other shows do.
Yeah. There's been a lot of buzz about this. I mean, just because the look of it, and I guess the only other one that kind of similar to this would be like maybe it was a Revotech, if I heard. But
yeah, I actually have that.
Oh shit!
Somewhere.
You can look up while doing that. Awesome.
Yep.
This is official.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
This is licensed. And I've showcased the Batman from this. If you need to look at that again, and this is actually quite, for what you're getting, this is quite reasonable. It is $78 plus
That's
shipping.
what I was going to say. It's a pretty damn good price.
You compare that to a Moth-X figure?
Yeah. Now this is I was going to ask you, Dave, with the Batman, it is a 1/12 scale, right? So I mean, that's about 6 inches or a little higher.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, yeah, we got this. They should still have the Batman on here on the pre-orders.
It's Maximum.
It's what Maximum should be. By the way this looks.
I'll just search here real quick.
So, but yeah, $15 just to put a deposit down on that, and then like I said, the rest and whatever shipping is.
They actually don't have it on the pre-order anymore. It must be sold out on pre-orders.
Yeah, it looks like it's estimated. Oh, go ahead, T.
Is that Leon Kennedy at the top?
Oh yeah, you can go look at this on your own. I'm not going to go there for you.
No, but that's more figures for us to be actioning.
We have talked about it before, though.
This is nice.
We have talked about it before, but there's the Deathstroke and the Batman together.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
And yeah, again, I've got them both on pre-order because I sold all my McFarlane DCs, and this scratches that itch beautifully.
Did the Batman come with a stand? I'm looking at the image you have right there. It did?
Yes, I believe they both will come with stands.
Yeah, every version of this, besides what I'm looking at right now, has been stiff as hell. So that's awesome for that Batman.
I mean, look at this. I mean, yeah, he's got his ab crunch right there. There's your thigh swivel right there. I believe the cape's even wired.
Yeah, it looked like it.
And the fact is that we're getting these smaller, lesser-known companies that are getting the official licensing from Warner Brothers for these figures, and they're making awesome figures. I mean, the in-art Batman from Dark Knight Returns, I have that. I still haven't really done anything with him yet, but just playing around with him. I mean, it's really well done, and like, while it is a little bit of a smaller figure in regards to 1/12, the detail on it, especially that unmasked Christian Bale face, is freaking awesome. So take a chance and put it.
Yeah, the LPZZ stuff is absolutely catching my has me excited. This was showcased over at Wonderfest, and this is using the Atom series body, which they do sell the blank bodies for these. Mm-hmm. And this is essentially a third-party version of Marv from Sin City.
Yeah.
I am not getting this, though. I was a huge fan of the comic and the movie. That was before Frank Miller decided to go, stupid. And what I'm happy about this is during that same showcase where they showed this guy, the Atom series is making a Casey Jones, and that has me knowing that this is coming out means I'm getting that much closer to that third-party Casey Jones. I mean, this is a beast. Look at it. The handcuffs are metal. And he looks good. He looks good. This is putting Mezco on notice, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this one is going for a total of $118, so that's still right up there with Mezco prices.
Yeah.
But I think it beats them in articulation.
It's cool. It's not for me, but again, it's nice to see more variety of properties going around.
And then finally for our toy showcase, this is when you put these pictures up here. When I saw these pictures, I literally had to remind myself that I do not collect this scale.
You and me both, man.
God damn, this looks good.
Yeah, and I never held a Hot Toys until we were at the last kind of get together up in White Marsh, and one gentleman brought one of the symbiote Spider-Man, and it was really nice. But
I'm
this
really
looks
hoping
freaking awesome compared to that.
I'm really hoping LPZZ makes this figure because this looks gorgeous.
Yes.
Look at that, T-Man. Look at that mask. Like,
which version is of this character?
This is from Arkham Knight.
Oh.
Which that means that this, in some ways, this looks like the most street realistic Nightwing I have ever seen.
Yes. And as you keep going through that picture right there and the one after that, which is how the lighting is on his face. I'm telling you. I hope Matt actually gets this figure, because it would be something I would love to just borrow and forget to give back.
I don't know how much he likes Nightwing.
It doesn't matter if he likes it; he just needs to buy it. Yeah.
Or you need to get Kevin to bring it to one of our get together. Yeah.
Well, that too. But
$280. That costs less than a HasLab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Treat yourself, Mike. Treat yourself.
Oh, I've treated myself well enough for things as it is. I have to draw a line and live vicariously through other people with 1/6 scale action figures.
Well, speaking of living vicariously through other people, because I'm the king of segues, I was having to live vicariously through you this weekend.
That's a good segue, man. That was nice. Yeah. So
how was your weekend? It looks like you did something pretty cool if we were paying attention to your channel.
Yeah. This morning, earlier in the show, I was saying, still kind of catching up physically and stuff with it, but ToyTuber Expo was a really awesome, intimate show for one day. But yes, it was a lot of fun because it was an opportunity to see and talk to a bunch of fellow talents that we are usually on different shows with, or watch them on their own, and just sit back and chill and just talk about stuff. And it was kind of surreal how quickly the day went, and how it was much more oriented to talking and hanging out than going around and buying stuff. Now, there was still a lot of things obviously to pick up, and I said before, I hurt myself in my wallet when I first walked in, because the way I normally hit a convention is I have an idea of what I want to buy, go through and get all that stuff, take it out to the car, and then go in and start actually enjoying the convention. And took a couple trips out this time. But like I said, shout out to Articulate Ninja and Joe Venteri for putting this together, and some of the amount of talent that was there. I mean, there were 4 panels I got to go to two of them. But Duarte Studios really had an awesome discussion about his journey in this world, and just taking his skill sets from his various jobs when he was younger.
For those of you who are not familiar with Duarte Studios, he does artisan style diorama products.
Absolutely.
His big claim right now is he just finished pre-orders for it, but he did a 112 making 112 scale Power Ranger command centers, just as an example.
Yes,
so,
and
not everyone. I don't think everyone travels all the circles, so I hope you don't mind.
But that was a great summation of what he does. Again, it's very very much a custom luxury series of displays he creates, but he also creates a lot of more consumer friendly and usable pieces. I know I picked up a couple of his hedgehogs that he has. He also sells things like trash cans. I mean, different items you can use for your photography or your displays. So his prices, can go back and forth. But it was the second time I saw the Power Rangers Command Center. And Ninja had his copy there on display, and it is freaking phenomenal. Plus, just hearing him talk about some of the things he has planned in the future. I did put the panel up on my channel, but he talks about creating a Metal Gear Solid Rex, recreating that, and also talking about building a Tiger Zord sometime in the future here, 1/12 scale. So imagine the size of that. But other people that were there was Big Nerdy from Nerdzoic. He was talking about his journey in creating a toy store and the highs and lows and stresses with that. Then we had a Valiverse panel at 1:00, which not only did we have the Infantry Commando available early, but his big reveal at that panel was the new price that he has. And I do have to thank him for, after the panel, he let me I asked him to pose it like that, to take a picture, and he was happy with it. And I like catching that little smirk, because for Series 6 and moving forward, we said earlier that the price point for a core figure like the Praetorian was $30. With Series 6, which is potentially going to be here in March of 26, you're now paying $27.99. And that means exclusives like the Infantry Commando and such, which, we had the Fury for $40. The Infantry Commando, he had dropped the price down from $34 to $30. So it's a good thing. I think it's going to keep other companies aware of what's going on, and hopefully it forces that competitive nature within the companies to keep our wallets focused on their stuff and versus anything else. Because not only we have that, we have Big Bad Workshop coming out with Wave 2 sometime here next month, I imagine. But that was the third panel. I'm rambling. But we closed out with D Amazing. And again, if you're not following him on YouTube or Instagram, I mean, you definitely need to. He and Sir Dork were both there. They are both like prominent toy photographers, masters of their crafts.
I mean, one of the big things, I was watching clips from the 3POA channel, from its Chad's channel, is the reason this was called Toy Tuber Convention is there were just so many true YouTube personalities there. I think one of the Amazing absolutely was the highlight, I think, for that one. And then they were able to get Dave from Dave's Model Behavior.
Displaying Model Behavior, yeah.
Dave Displaying Model Behavior, all the way from England. Like, I would say that this guy, I think, has always been carrying the torch from Glenn Webb as far as someone who truly enjoys his figures.
Yeah.
And I think it's...
And I'm after this, I am publishing the 6-minute interview that I had with Dave at the show, just asking him a couple questions and soaking in the positive vibes that he emanates. I mean, he was just super chill and just,
I would
excited about just being there.
Dave and Anthony from Anthony's Customs on the same stage together, what would happen? Would that just be like an implosion of energies?
Yeah, I think you're talking matter, antimatter type of explosion with little bits of like, hey, you know, we both like toys. Cool. But yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. And again, some of the people that we were, you know, that we both have spoken with over this year. I mean, Figure Fight Club was there. Your friend Rowdy Riles was there. I briefly spoke to her. I definitely want to, you know, with talking with her and showing some, you know, again, that excitement. It was a chance for me to actually like revisit a bunch of channels that I sporadically follow, and like, oh, okay, well, actually, now that I've spoken to this person, now you're a sub, and vice versa. I got to talk to a lot of really awesome people. Producer Scott, that is on the 3POA, he was there, and he definitely shared a really good story about family and things like that. So overall, it was a really awesome experience. For one day, it lasted. It felt like an entire weekend. And it wasn't one of those like you were focused on toys, you were focused on people. And that's where Ninjas was really striking a chord. And
now, I heard it was described as Legion's Con Light, which of course makes a lot of sense considering that Vivid. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with the names right now. I apologize. You're better at this.
Who's that?
Person who's actually
Joe Viteri. Yeah, he runs
Viteri, because Viteri
well.
helps with Legion's Con. Mm-hmm. So it kept that same atmosphere, that same energy, and that same love, it sounds like.
Agreed. And one of the cool things that I'll say that would help me feel more connected to this was the fact that, you know, Ninja had talked to Quentin J. Bedwell and Joe, and was able to get my new channel logo on the poster. And just to add on to that, there was a series of posters that were printed, and Earl Potts, who kind of works with Joe, was going around to the different talents that had their logos on the poster and getting them to sign it, because they raffled off 5 copies of those posters, and all the proceeds from that raffle went to cancer research in the area. So it was a cool situation to kind of be part of. So I felt very honored and humbled with that.
It sounds like the whole thing was a lot of positive energy. I heard there was pretty much no drama.
Absolutely not.
A lot of alcohol.
A lot of it.
A lot of alcohol. And just people, again, probably a lot of white guys in black t-shirts too.
There were a couple, but there was something that was really awesome to see. There were families bringing their young children, walking around and looking at toys, talking about toys. It was a really encouraging environment. And the best part is, it's going to happen next year. So they even before everyone started tearing down, the word was starting to get around that next year, Toytuber Expo will be coming back. Maybe a little bit bigger. Who knows? Because the space, again, it was a smaller meeting area, so it was a little intimate. But overall, people were having a great time. So,
did Nerd do a thumbnail tutorial?
No, he did not. From what I understood, and I didn't get a chance to see his stream. It was basically more about his experience with other jobs and managing things, and then going into the toy community through a retailer, sharing some customer service stories and whatnot. But that's my gist. I'm still putting some stuff up. I have Bobby's panel I'm going to put up probably tomorrow night. Like I said, I'll get displaying model behaviors up here before crashing.
So if you're not already subbed up to Mike's channel, guys, go sub up to Mike's channel. There should be a link in our description down below. And if you're not subbed up to our channel, please sub up to our channel. Now, I didn't get a chance to do our intro, so I can't say. So, of course, all of you on the replay squad, you guys are the most important ones, because you can tell everybody else to go sub up to Mike's channel. and share those links.
Yeah. So.
And the more subs we get, the more subs that we can eventually get to things like the super chats. Because once we get the super chats, I am personally going to be sending an electronic device up to T-Man that every time we get a super chat, I'm going to shock him awake.
I'm woke. My eyes didn't shut, but my back was killing. So.
Sorry. Two of the three of us are the hardest working men around right now during the day.
And also, don't forget, if you want to, as you can see, we got 3 out of 4 here. If anyone's ever interested in wanting to reach out and join us for the FigureAction podcast, please reach out to one of us. As you can see, there's really only one valid requirement, and that is you got to have a beard. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There you go.
Tori, don't worry, you can still come in too. I don't think you've got a beard, and if you do, cool. But I digress.
Yeah, that'd be cool to do a live stream. Just have random viewers pop in. So
I like how she thinks. I like how this girl thinks. Just saying. I don't think
Absolutely.
we'll ever get Outlaw Star figures, by the way. No, I think you and I are probably the only 2 people in this chat area that remembers Outlaw Star. I just want to point that out.
I'm trying to figure out what celebrity that is.
Oh. Yeah, really. Who is that for your cover?
From a distance, it looked like Vanessa Williams. Or the chick from Saved by the Bell.
Reminds me of the wrestler Maria Kanellis. Just saying. But,
I think what you guys were saying on Tori on the show next time. So
I'm laughing at the Titan.
No,
Yeah.
because don't forget, Aquatech meets our requirement. So
that's true. That is very true. So,
but it sounds like it's been an awesome weekend. There's a lot of channels that have things from this, but this is absolutely something to be keeping an eye out, I guess, for next year. Because like I said, I'm doing Legions Con this year, which I'm starting my countdown to that, which also means I still have to try to figure out how to get myself a goddamn real ID, because it's here in North Carolina, they screwed that up big time.
oh no.
Because
Yeah, you
I
gotta
ain't
get that,
driving
man.
I am not driving from Greensboro to New Jersey.
Oh, I thought you got that taken care of already.
No, I got it. No, I did not. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Because then next year I'll probably want to go to Toy Tube and Legions Con, which means 2 trips to New Jersey.
Yep. And you got you have ZolaCon, and then you also have ToyCon New Jersey twice, and then the Maryland Toy Expo. You might as well just move back up to the DMV area because
next year I plan on trying to do IshCon. That's probably, which is down here in the North Carolina area.
Oh, I know something we forgot to say right before we close out, but going back to Transformers news, and I know there's a lot of excitement for that, but Peter Cullen is coming back on the con scene at least one time this year at Steel City Con in Pittsburgh in December. So,
damn, might be your last chance, folks. Guy is in his 80s.
Both he and Welker are going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that convention. So,
dude, how cool would it be to meet to meet Frank Welker, and if Jada Toys for some reason actually had their Freddy figure out by then? Because he has consistently voiced Freddy for almost every version. Just want to say
that's true. So
that's his regular voice.
It is.
Yep.
I was actually to tangent before we wrap up. I was on some thread that was talking about movie actors that appeared in other movies they didn't realize, and I know there was one guy who was pointing out something from Roadhouse, and a lot of people don't realize that Chris Collins, aka Chris Latta, is in Roadhouse, and he is saying some of the most vulgar stuff ever, but all you hear is Sparkplug's voice saying to grab onto some girl's chest.
There you go.
It's totally worth looking that one up on YouTube, guys. Just you close your eyes and you just hear Sparkplug saying a drunk off his tail. It's great. So
very cool.
So speaking of, so we'll end on Sparkplug telling you to grab a girl's knockers, and It's 10th. It's been 90 minutes. We appreciate everybody catching us on the live show. We appreciate everybody in the chat that's right next to me here. I appreciate these two gentlemen up here, especially Mike for taking point because I had equipment failure. Please, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And as always, until next time, take care, everyone. Peace.
Bye.